high call series.
The third sense organ is nose. So children, so what is the function of the nose and what we can sense with our nose? So nose are to smell. So by using nose, we can smell different types of smells. So the main function of the nose is to smell. So what sense we can do with our nose is to smell. So we can smell different types of smells. So especially, so we can differentiate whether it is a good smell or bad smell by using with our nose. So good smell or bad smell. So noses are very helpful in smelling the objects. So whether it is a good smell or bad smell. And also we can identify some flowers and we can identify some especially food materials. And also we can identify some vegetables just by smelling with our nose. For example, by closing our eyes and if we smell the rose, we can easily identify that flower is rose. In the same way, not only rose, some flowers, especially lily, jasmine. So these flowers, the smell of these flowers can be identified and also identify what are the flowers also. And next, we can identify some food items by smelling them. So in this way, we can smell with our nose and we can identify some objects and some things which are in surroundings. And next, so children, so there are some nerves present in the upper part of our nose. So there are some nerves which are present in the upper part of the nose, and from there the nerves will be sent to the brain. So the nerves which are present in the upper part of the nose will be connected to the brain, and if we smell anything or any object, it will absorb that smell and directly send that information to the brain, and the brain will resend the information to the nose, and there we can smell that substance and we can feel that sense of the smell. And also we have to take also some care about our nose. What are the some precautionary steps to be taken about nose? The first one, so clean your nostrils. So what are nostrils? So the holes present in our nose. How many holes? There are 2 holes. So the holes are called nostrils. So clean our nostrils just by blowing air with our nose. So just by blowing air with our nose, we have to clean our nostrils. And also at the time of during the winter seasons, our nose will be blocked, our nostrils will be blocked. So during that time, so you have to inhale steam. So inhale steam, or you have to use some nasal drops to prevent the blocking of nostrils. And do not use any ointments and do not put any some items directly into the nose. So we should not put any ointment directly into the nose. So during the winter season, if the nostrils are blocked, so inhale some steam, or put some nasal drops for clearing of that blocking nostrils. So children, this is about nose, and these are some precautionary measures to take care about our nose. Next, go to the next sense organ. What is the next sense organ? So the fourth one is tongue. Children, the fourth sense organ is the tongue. And what we can do with our tongue? So we can taste. So we can taste different items with the tongue. So the tongue is to taste. So what we can taste? So we can taste or we can feel different types of tastes. Generally, there are 4 types of tastes. The first one is sweet taste, and the second one is salt taste, and the third one is sour taste, and fourth one is bitter taste. So children, these are the 4 types of tastes. Generally, we can sense with our tongue. So the another function of the tongue is not only taste and also we can speak with the help of our tongue. So there are two functions about the tongue. The first one is to taste and the second one is to speak. So if there is no tongue in our mouth, then we cannot speak. So that's why we can also speak with our tongue. So we can taste and we can speak with our tongue. So these are the four types of tastes we can feel with our and we can sense with our tongue. And generally, how we can taste and how we can sense these types of tastes. So generally, children, so if you observe your tongue with any zooming lens or if you observe carefully your tongue, then you will observe some birds. So what are those? You will observe some birds and those birds are called taste buds. So those birds are called taste buds. So these taste buds will recognize the different tastes and send that information to the brain because these taste buds are directly connected to the nerves. So these taste buds are nothing but the nerve endings which are present in our tongue, and these buds are connected to the nerves and the nerves from the buds are connected to the brain. So if we eat anything or any food material, the taste of that food material, that is the food is either in salt, either it is sweet, it is sour or bitter. So any one of the taste will be sent to the brain with the help of the nerves which are connected to the buds. So generally there are four types of birds present on the surface of our tongue. So how many types of birds? Four types of birds are present on the surface of the tongue. But these birds are not present all at the same region. So the different regions of the tongue has different types of birds. For example, the sweet birds are present at the tip of our tongue. So we can smell, we can sense or we can feel the taste of sweet with the help of the birds which are present at the tip of our tongue. And the bitter birds, so the birds which can sense the bitter taste will be present at the back side of our tongue. So in this way, the different regions of our tongue contains different types of birds. So generally, our tongue has four types of birds. Those birds are called taste buds, and these taste buds have nerve endings, and these nerves are directly connected to the brain. And if we sense or if we eat any object or any food material, the taste of the food material information will be sent to brain, and again the brain resend it information to the tongue, and we can sense the taste of that food material. So children, so here also we have to take care about the tongue, as like in the ears, eyes, nose, we have to also take care about tongue. So what are the precautions or what are the cares to be taken about the tongue? First one is use a proper tongue cleaner. So use a proper tongue cleaner, and this proper tongue cleaner should be cleaned our tongue in a proper way. We have to clean our tongue with a proper tongue cleaner in a proper way. So otherwise, if you do not clean your tongue in a proper way, so there will be remained some unwasted food materials remained on the tongue, and it will produce some bad smell from our mouth. So to avoid this bad smell, so we have to clean our tongue with a proper tongue cleaner. So we have to clean our tongue with a proper tongue cleaner. And next, the second one is children. So you have to chew the food very slowly. So while eating food during lunch, dinner or breakfast, any time, we have to chew the food very slowly and do not swallow the food quickly. So if we swallow that food quickly without chewing, then it will causes some digestional problems. That's why we have to chew every food item, any food item very slowly. Then it will digest and it will keeps our stomach very healthy. And while chewing the food with our tongue, do not get your tongue in between your teeth. So if you get your tongue in between teeth while chewing, then there may be a chance of cutting your teeth. So care should be taken while chewing the food with our tongue, and the tongue should not be come in between the teeth. So children, so this is about tongue, and these are some precautions, and these are the some cares to be taken about the tongue. And finally, the last sense organ is skin. So what is skin? Children, the last one is skin. The fifth sense organ is skin. So it is one of the largest organ in our body. The largest sense organ. Among 5 sense organ, the largest sense organ is skin. So this is the largest sense organ. And what does the skin do? It covers all the body parts. So children, it covers all the body parts. That means all the internal body parts. So it covers all the body parts of our body. All the internal body parts. So these are the functions of our skin. So it is the largest sense organ. It covers all the internal body parts. And by using this skin, we can also feel some senses. So what does the senses means? Especially cold and hot. So we can sense these feelings, that is cold and hot, by using this skin, because on the surface of the skin there are some nerve endings, and these nerve endings are directly connected to the brain. So whenever we touch any hot object or cold object to the skin, immediately that sense will be sent to the brain, and we can feel that the sense of coldness or hotness of any body. So children, so this is about skin, and also the skin is also called as one of the excretory organ, because the surface of the skin has some small pores on it, and those are called sweat glands, and the skin will excrete the excess water and salts present in our body through these sweat glands. So just like children, we have to clean our skin regularly, because if you do not clean our skin regularly, the sweat glands will be blocked. So if the sweat glands will be blocked, the excess waste material should not come out, and it will not come out, and the waste materials will be accumulated in our body. It will cause us some diseases. So that's why we have to take care also about the skin. The first care to be taken is, so bath twice daily. So take bath twice. So we have to take bath twice. That means the morning and the evening. We have to take bath 2 times a day. And children, the next one is, so clean your skin with a good soap. Clean your skin with a good soap, or if you do not clean your skin, so the bacteria will be accumulated in the sweat glands, and it will causes some skin diseases like allergy or infections. So that's why we have to clean our skin with good soap. So clean your skin with good soap. And children, so if there is any cut or any scratch on our skin, you have to treat with a good lotion or a good antiseptic ointment. And you should take care about that cut or the scratch. Otherwise, it will lead to infection. So children, these are the some cases to be taken in the skin, and this is about the skin. So children, up to now, we have discussed the various types of systems present in our body, and we have already discussed the different sense organs, that is the 5 sense organs and about their functions in our body. So this is the end of the topic and end of the chapter. The next chapter will be continued in the next episode. So in this chapter, we have discussed the different types of systems, so which helps our body to perform our regular activities. So what are the different types of systems we have discussed? That is the nervous system and muscular system and skeletal system, and circulatory system, and digestive system, excretory system, reproductive system. So these are the different types of systems present in our human body, so which helps our human body to perform our regular activities. And all these systems will coordinate each other, and they will help our body. So also we have discussed in this chapter about sense organs. So how the sense organs receives information, and how the brain sends information to the sense organs, and what are the preventive measures. So what are the measures to be taken to care about our sense organs. So this is the chapter, and now we will practice some exercises in the activity part on the topics up to now what we have discussed in the chapter. So let us recall. So the topics we have discussed in this chapter by practicing some exercises in the activity part. So let us go to the activity part. So in this activity part there will be some exercises, that is writing answers for the questions and some true or false sentences, and writing and filling the blanks, and also matchings like etc. So children, see the first section in the activity part, that is section A, answer these questions. So in this section, they will give some questions. We have to write the answers for those questions. So children, see the first question. What are the functions of the skeletal system? So what are the functions of the skeletal system? So what is the answer? Children, so the answer for this question is the skeletal system gives shape and support to our body, and it also protects our vital organs like brain, heart, lungs, etc. So children, so what are the functions of skeletal system? So the skeletal system consists of different types of bones having different sizes and having different shapes, and all these bones join together in various forms and form a frame-like structure. And this framework is called skeletal system, and the skeletal system gives shape to our body. So how we will get shape? Because of the skeletal system. And it also gives support. It also gives support to our body. If there is no skeletal system in our body, we cannot stand upright, and we cannot sit, we cannot walk, we cannot run. So that's why the skeletal system gives support to our body, and also it protects some vital organs. That is, it protects some internal organs like heart, lungs, brain, etc. So these are the functions of the skeletal system. So children, so what is the second question? So read the second question. What is the nervous system? So what is nervous system? So read the answer. Children, the system which controls all the activities of the body is called the nervous system. It is made of brain, spinal cord, and nervous. That is nerves. So children, what is nervous system? So nervous system, so it controls all the activities of our human body. So it controls all the activities which we perform daily, like it will controls our speaking, and it will controls our walking, running, and jumping, speaking, writing, and also remembering. So all these types will be controlled under the control of nervous system. So that's why the system can also be called as a communication system in our body. So the main parts of in this body are brain, spinal cord, and nerves. So especially the brain receives the information from our sense organs, that is eyes, ears, nose, and tongue and skin. It receives the information from our sense organs and again resends the information to the sense organs. Then only we are getting the information about our surroundings. And the spinal cord also will receive the information from various parts of our body, and it sends that information to the brain. So, and also these nerves are helpful in carrying the information from the body parts to brain, and again from brain to body parts. So these nerves will act as carriers. So children, so this is about the nervous system. So different types of activities. That means all activities will be under this control. So children, see the third question here. So what is the third question? Name the various parts of the digestive system. So what are the various parts of the digestive system? So children, see the answer here. The mouth, the food pipe, the stomach, the intestines, and the anus are the various parts of the digestive system. So digestive system, it is one of the important system in our body. So it converts our food items into simpler form. We will eat different types of food items every day, which contains oils and fats, so etc. And all these food items should be converted into simpler form. Then only our body can absorb the nutrients from that food. So this conversion of food into simpler form is called digestion. So this digestive system makes the digestion of the food. And what are the various parts of the digestive system are? That is the mouth. First we will chew the food in our mouth, and from the mouth, then it will goes to stomach through the food pipe. So this is called food pipe. So from the mouth, it will reach to our stomach through the food pipe. And from the stomach, so in the stomach, the food will be mixed with different types of digestive enzymes, and it will be converted into simpler form. And from the stomach, the simpler form of the food will be sent to intestines. There will be two types of intestine, small intestine and large intestine. So the food will be sent to small intestine, and there the small intestine absorb the nutrients from the food, and the waste food will be sent to the larger intestine, and from there the waste food will be come out from the anus. So these are the various parts and the various functions of these parts of the digestive system. So children, read the fourth question here. Name the organs of the body which help in removing waste. So children, so there will be different types of wastes produced in our body. So during digestion and during respiration, so during respiration, and during digestion, so some of the wastes will be produced in our body, and those waste materials should be sent out from our body. Otherwise, if the waste materials are not sent out and if they are accumulated in our body, they will cause us a lot of diseases. So there will be some special systems in our body to send out these waste materials from our body. So let us see. So name the organs. So which organs will help to send out the removing wastes? That is, the first organ is kidney. So helps in removing the wastes from the blood. And next, lungs helps in removing carbon dioxide. And the third one is skin, helps in removing wastes as I said. So generally children, so these are the three excretory organs. So these three organs are called excretory organs. These organs will send out the waste material from our body. So kidneys, so daily they will clean our blood, they will purify our blood. The kidneys will act as purifiers. They act as filters of our blood, and they will filter the impurities from the blood, and they will be sent out in the form of urine. And also lungs. So lungs help in removing carbon dioxide, whereas the lungs takes oxygen, and the oxygen will be sent to the blood, and the blood will again carry the carbon dioxide to the lungs. The carbon dioxide will be sent out through our nose, so that the lungs helps in removing carbon dioxide. So lungs takes oxygen and removes carbon dioxide. And also skin. So excess of the minerals, that is excess of the salts and excess water will be removed out, that is will be sent out in the form of sweat. So these three organs are helpful in removing the wastes. So children, note down these questions in your notebook. Children, see the fifth question. how does the reproductive system help the living beings? How the reproductive system help the living beings? Children, read the answer. The reproductive system helps the living beings in producing the young ones of their kind. So children, every living organism can be able to produce. That means all the living organisms gave birth to the younger ones. That is, all the living organisms will produce young babies which are looking similar to them. So this process of giving birth to the younger ones which are looking similar to them is called reproduction. So because of this reproduction, all the animals are able to continue to live on this earth. So if there is no reproduction and if there is no reproductive system, the living organisms cannot able to produce their younger ones and their race will become extinct and they cannot survive no more time on this earth. So because of their younger ones, they will grow into an adult one, again they will reproduce their younger ones and the younger ones again grow into adult one, those adult one again reproduce their younger ones. So this process continues and they will multiply their numbers on the earth and it is possible to continue their race on this earth. So that's why this reproductive system helps the living being to producing the young ones of their kind. This reproductive system helps them to continue to live on this earth without become extinct. So children, so note down this question also in your notebook. So children, see the next section in the activity part, that is section B, complete the sentences. So children, here they have given 5 sentences and we have to fill the blanks in each sentence with a suitable, that is with the appropriate word. So read the first sentence. Human body is a unique dash. What is human body? How the human body works. The children, already we have learnt in the beginning of this chapter that our human body is a wonderful machine. So it works like a machine. Already we will observe different types of machines in our houses, factories. So our human body is also a wonderful machine which contains different types of parts and systems. So here the correct answer for the first sentence is machine. So human body is a unique machine. So write the word machine in the first blank. Children, read the second sentence. Dash helps us in tasting things and helps us to dash. So children, which organ helps us in tasting? So which organ helps us in tasting? So generally we have 5 sense organs. Among 5 sense organs, the tongue will helps us in tasting. And what is the another use of tongue? So we are able to speak with the help of tongue. So that's why, so the second blank, the correct answer for the second sentence is tongue. The tongue helps us in tasting things and helps us to speak. So we are able to speak because of the tongue only. So that's why there are 2 uses for the tongue. That is, one is to taste the things and another one is to speak. So the correct answer for the second sentence is tongue and that is to speak. Children, read the third sentence. The air we breathe out has dash gas. Generally, all the living beings will breathe oxygen. That means they will breathe air. So without, if they does not breathe, they cannot survive on the earth. So generally, all the living beings breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So the air we breathe out has dash gas. So which gas we will breathe out? Carbon dioxide gas. So write carbon dioxide in this third blank. The correct answer for the third sentence is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is one type of gas which is present in our atmosphere. So children, read the fourth sentence. All the activities of the body are controlled by the dash. So we have different types of systems already we have learned. So among all the types of system, which type of system will control our activities? So all the activities of the body are controlled by, so which type of system? Yes, very good. Nervous system. So write the nervous system in the fourth blank. That is, the correct answer for the fourth sentence is nervous system. So next, children, read the fifth sentence. The dash throw out waste in the form of urine. So which will throw out waste in the form of urine? So children, which organ will throw out waste in the form of urine? That is kidneys, and especially excretory system. The excretory system, especially the kidney, throw out waste in the form of urine. So the correct answer for the fifth sentence is kidneys. So children, so these are the 5 sentences and these are the answers for each sentences. So what is the answer for the first sentence? Machine. That is, human body is a unique machine. And what is the answer for the second sentence? Tongue speak. That is, tongue helps us in tasting things and helps us to speak. And what is the answer for the third sentence? Carbon dioxide. So the air we breathe out has carbon dioxide gas. And what is the answer for the fourth sentence? The nervous system. So all the activities of the body are controlled by the nervous system. The answer for the fifth sentence is kidneys. That is, the kidneys throw out waste in the form of urine. So children, so note down all these blanks and answers in your notebook. So children, the next section in the activity point is C. That is, which system of the body is linked with these words. So we have various types of systems in our body. That is, nervous system, muscular system, skeletal system, excretory system, reproductive system, and also circulatory system. So they have given some words. Now we have to identify to which system the words belongs to. So let us see the first word. So urine. So what is urine? So urine is a waste which come out from our body. So urine is a waste which come out from our body. So that means this urine will be linked to which type of system? So which type of system will excrete or which type of system will remove the waste from our body? So excretory system. So excretory system will remove the wastes in our body. So this urine belongs to excretory system. So children, see the next one, air. So air will be linked with which type of system? Generally, air is related to respiratory system. That is breathing system. So while we are breathing, so we will breathe in air and we will breathe in oxygen and we will breathe out carbon dioxide. So generally, the air is linked with, that air is related to respiratory system or breathing system. And next, food. So children, so the word food is related to which type of system? So generally, if we take food, it should be digested. So how the food will be digested? So it will be digested by the digestive system. So that's why the food will be related to digestive system. So write digestive system in this blank. And see the fourth one, blood. So how the blood will be related to the system? Which type of system the blood will be linked to? So generally, the blood will circulate to every body, to every part of our body. So circulate means the blood will be related to circulatory system. So blood will be related to circulatory system. So write the circulatory system in this blank. Next, support. So which system gives support to our body? Already we have discussed in question and answers. So which type of system? That is muscular system, skeletal system, nervous system. So among all types of systems, which system gives support to our body? So skeletal system. So this word support is related to skeletal system, and skeletal system gives support to our body and it gives shape to our body. So here write the skeletal system in this blank. So children, these are the words and these are the systems the words are related to. So here urine related to the excretory system, because the urine is a waste material, it should be sent out by the excretory system. And air is related to breathing system. So in breathing system, the air will be inhaled and the oxygen will be breathed and carbon dioxide will be breathed out. And food will be related to digestive system. This digestive system digests the food we eat. And blood will be related to circulatory system, and this blood will be circulated to every part of our body, and it supplies oxygen and food to every part of the body. And the next one is the support. So the support related to skeletal system. The skeletal system gives support to our body. The children, so note down these in your notebook. So children, see the next section in the activity part. It is section D. Match the following. Match the following. So children, so in this matching, so they have given some systems on the left side and they have given some pictures showing the systems on the right side. So what are the systems they have given on the left side? That is, the first one is muscular system, second one is excretory system, and third one is digestive system, and fourth one is respiratory system. And on the right side, they have given some pictures showing the systems. So here they have given some pictures and we have to match the name of the system with its picture. We have to match the name of the system with its picture. So see the first system, muscular system. So what is the picture for the muscular system among the given pictures? So which picture shows the muscular system? So children, so see the second one, that is option B. So this option B represents, that means this picture represents muscular system. So write option B in the bracket against muscular system. Next, see the second one, excretory system. So among these pictures, which picture represents excretory system? So generally excretory system contains kidneys. So which picture has containing kidneys? So the picture C has kidneys. So that's why, so this picture belongs to, so this picture shows excretory system and this is option C. Write C in the bracket against excretory system. And third one is digestive system. So digestive system. So which picture represents the digestive system among these? So generally digestive system contains mouth, food pipe and stomach. So in which picture the stomach has? So in this picture we have stomach, mouth and food pipe. So this picture represents the digestive system. So this is option D. So write D in the bracket against digestive system. And see the last one, respiratory system. So respiratory system means all the living organisms breathe oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, and respiratory system contains mainly lungs. So which picture has the lungs? So the first picture has lungs. So here the first picture represents respiratory system. So that is option A. So write A in the bracket against respiratory system. So children, so these are the answers for the given matching. So and note down, so this matching in your notebook and practice this matching at your home. So children, so write these answers in your notebook. The answer for the first one is B. Muscular system is picture B. Answer for second one is C. That is excretory system is C. And answer for third one is digestive system is D. Last picture. And answer for the fourth system is A. That is this first picture. So note down this in your notebook. So children, so let us do the next section in the activity part. So that is listen to your friend's heartbeat using a stethoscope or a roll of newspaper and write about your experience. So children, so what is a stethoscope? So did you ever observe stethoscope? Where do you observe stethoscope? So who will use the stethoscope? Yes, very good. Generally, doctors will use the stethoscope. So have you ever hear the sound of your heartbeat with the stethoscope? So generally, the doctors will listen the heartbeat sound with the stethoscope. They will check the heartbeat with the stethoscope. So have you ever observed or have you ever hear the heartbeat sound with the stethoscope? So if you have stethoscope, so take that stethoscope and listen your friend's heartbeat using that stethoscope. And if you don't have stethoscope, so how can we hear that the heartbeating is? So roll of newspaper. So take a newspaper and roll it into the tube in the form of a tube. And now place one end of the tube at your friend's heart and listen the heartbeat sound at the other end of the roll of the newspaper by using your ears. And write your experiences. How his heartbeat is and how the heartbeat is hearing. It is louder or smaller. So write about your experience. So here, see here are the some experiences. So the first one is the heartbeat makes love dub sound. So if you hear this heartbeat sound, the heart makes the sound love dub, love dub. So children, so by using this sound that is love dub, that means heart will contracts and expands. By contracting and expanding, it will pushes the blood to every part of the body. It will pumps the blood to every part of the body. So while contracting and expanding, it produces a sound love dub. And the other one is it tells that my friend's heart is functioning and pumping blood. So if you hear its heart beating, it means his heart is functioning and it is pumping blood to every part of his body. And another one is it beats about 75 times in a minute. So if you count the heartbeat, so generally it beats about 75 times in a minute. So these are the observations we can make from our heartbeat. So note down in your notebook. So children, so let us do a fun activity in the activity part. So what is the fun activity? So collect different X-ray films and make a list of different bones. Children, so in X-rays, do you observe X-rays? So what do you observe in X-rays? X-rays, you will observe generally the fractured bones. So you will observe generally bones in a X-ray. How the shape of the bone is and how the size of the bone is. So we can identify the shape and size of the bones with the help of X-rays. And so let us here the fun activity is collect different X-rays. That is, so if you consult any doctor or radiologist, there will be some used X-rays. So collect those some X-rays and make a list of different bones present at different parts of our body. So collect the X-rays of the head part and collect X-rays of the some leg part and collect the X-rays of the hand part and observe how the bones are attached and how the sizes and shapes of the bones in each part of our body. So let us see some examples. So here are the some X-rays collected here. So the first X-ray shows the skull, how the bones are joined in our skull. And the second X-ray showing the rib bones, that is the chest bones. So the chest bones are arranged with each other like a cage, and this cage will protect the internal organ, especially heart. So these are the bones and these are the shapes of the bones present in our chest. So this is called rib rib cage. And the third X-ray showing the knee bones. So this X-ray is for knee bones, how the knee bone will be joined, so how length is and how its size is. And also the next X-ray showing finger bones. So how our bones in our fingers are joined with each other, how they are able to. So in this way, you can collect some more X-rays for different parts of our body. So this is another fun activity. So children, so see the next one, that is glossary. So these are the some words in this chapter which you feel hard while you are studying or learning. So see that words. So unique. So what is unique? Being the only one of its kind. Unique means single, and it is the one and only thing. And the another thing which is similar to one is not found there. So that is unique. So being the only one of its kind is called unique. And the second is word is a nervous system. So the system of all the nerves in the body. So nervous system means, so the system of all the nerves in the body is called nervous system. And third part is a neuron. So what is a neuron? So it is a cell that carries information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body. So children, what is brain? What is a neuron? So neuron is a small cell that carries signals. So that carries information from the body parts to brain, and again it carries the information from the brain to body parts. That means these neurons will act as the carriers between brain and body parts. So next, what is a cell? So the smallest unit of living matter that can exist on its own. So our body is made up of different cells. That is, each part of our body will be made up of different types of cells. So it is a group of cells. Next, muscle. A piece of body tissue that can contract and relax in order to move a particular part of the body. So children, what is muscle? So it is a part of body tissue and they can relax and contract. By relaxing and contracting, they will allow us to move our different parts of the body. So because of relaxation and contraction of the muscles, we are folding our hands, we are folding our legs, and we are moving our body parts. So now, see the next one, saliva. So what is saliva? The liquid that is produced in your mouth that helps you to swallow the food. So generally, if you chew the food in your mouth, so there will be some glands below our tongue. So those glands are called salivary glands. Those salivary glands will secrete a colorless liquid which looks like water. So that colorless liquid coming from the salivary glands is called saliva, and the saliva will be mixed with the food and helps the food to swallow the food and to digest the food. So children, so these are the some hard words. So note down these words and their meanings in your notebook. So children, so this is the chapter. So up to now the chapter is completed. So I hope that you have noted down all these exercises of the activity part in your notebook and practice and read all the exercises in your notebook. So this is the end of the chapter. The next chapter will be continued in the next episode.